John Wesley Shipp is a two-time Emmy winner, currently on the CW's The Flash, and is now in Judson Theater Company's production of 12 Angry Men. But most importantly, John Wesley Shipp is here with us today on 22Greenroom. Okay, hi John.
Hi.
It's great having you here today.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
So you're back in North Carolina.
Yes.
You've been here a couple times before. I know they filmed Dawson's Creek in Wilmington, North Carolina.
That's right. I was here for 4.5 seasons doing that. It was a great experience.
Yeah, so how does it feel to be back?
It's fantastic. I have a long history in North Carolina. My father went to the seminary in Wake Forest, and I first saw 12 Angry Men. My sister did a student production of 12 Angry Jurors when she was a junior in high school and I was a freshman. So I've come back full circle to do this production with the Judson Theater Company in Pinehurst.
So I'm really excited for 12 Angry Men. Can you tell us a little bit about the production, the storyline, and your part specifically?
Well, it's a classic drama.
Yeah.
It's a crackling courtroom drama that circles around the trial of a 16-year-old boy. It's right after his trial, who's accused of killing his father. And it appears to be an open and shut case, but in the course of my being the fly in the ointment going, but wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about this? These 12 men packed into this room in summer, unair conditioned, trying to hash out the details of this. Everyone's individual character and personality comes out, and we have fireworks and clashes, and we also pick through the evidence. There's a reason that it's a classic.
A lot of people know you from the original 1990s Flash. Can you talk about how it feels to be back in the DC universe?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like when Mark Hamill came back to do the Trickster. He, of course, did the Trickster in the 1990s show and came back and reprised that role in the current version, and we were saying how interesting it is to be able to come back 25 years later and hand it off to the next generation. But not only that, but to be given vital roles to perform. My career keeps orbiting around Flash 1990. I voiced Professor Zoom in Batman the Brave and the Bold. Then I came into the CW effort to play Henry Allen. And starting tomorrow night, we begin the final arc of season 2, in which I come back as Henry Allen, what happens to Henry Allen, who I transform into. The great thing about the final arc is Henry Allen finally comes back to Central City and is snatched by Zoom, and then it's revealed that who the man in the iron mask really is, and then who that character is. And so I circle around to the character that everyone wanted me to play when it was announced that I would be on the new Flash.
What is your favorite part about playing in the CW series? I know everybody in the cast is also awesome. And
they're fantastic.
Have a fun time. Yeah.
It's a really good company. A lot of us have been on Broadway. We've all performed in theater, and it's a company that has a great deal of cohesiveness about it. We all want to be around each other, and it's very interesting. We'll be shooting, and in between takes, there's Jesse L. Martin and Grant Gustin teaching each other a new tap routine, and then I look over and there's Tom Cavanaugh giving Carlos a ride in his wheelchair, and they're going around and around and around. And it's that kind of a company, you know. We just, everyone's serious about the work, but Grant, as #1 on the call sheet, he sets a very good tone for a combination of being very serious about the work, but relaxed and having fun as human beings in between.
You've performed in both theater and television. Yes. Do you prefer one over the other?
I like a combination because they're very different. The interesting thing about television, of course, is that you have less time. You have to be very familiar with trusting your first impulse, going with that first impulse, which is a particular kind of training. Then you go to theater, and like we're doing now, we're steeped in rehearsals for 12 Angry Men, the Judson Theater Company, Owens Auditorium in Pinehurst. And we get to dig deeper. We get to go, well, okay, it felt like that this time, but what about that? You know, Daniel, our director, is constantly dropping in. Well, think about this. Well, what if this were the case? Or, you know, that. And then we go at it, and every time we do it, we find something new. That's the exciting thing about, like when I did Dancing at Lunaso on Broadway. Every night, as deep as you want to go with these dramas, there are depths deeper still that you can find and bring up and surprise yourself, hopefully surprise the audience with something that maybe they hadn't thought of, even if they know the play very well.
So what can we look forward to in 12 Angry Men? I know you told us about 12 Angry Men and the storyline. Is there a specific favorite part of yours that we can really look forward to?
Well, I think it's the contrast of all the characters. What I love is, it's, as I said, it works as a jury room drama, unraveling whodunit of this murder that took place. But most importantly, it's a deeply human drama about how people react under pressurized circumstances and in a highly emotionally charged atmosphere, to really look at your decision-making process, your ability. It's a recall to reason, you know, which I think is so wonderful in September of an election year in a state as exciting as and pivotal as North Carolina, to remember, okay, everybody's trying to wind us up. Let's step back, whatever side you're on. Let's step back. Let's remember that, you know, we're going to make rational decisions based on the evidence, you know, and so that's why I really wanted to come here and do that, because I think it's so important for this election year.
Well, thank you so much, John, for being here today. It was great talking to you about The Flash and 12 Angry Men. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing 12 Angry Men, and you're going to do awesome.
And I will see you in the lobby, because I will be meeting people in the lobby after every performance.
Okay.
So I will look for you.
Okay, sounds good. That's awesome.
Good.
Well, thank you so much, John.
Thank you.